Wow. Written down in Serbian language. This was spoken in Saudi Arabia as a very national language, and it was introduced at around 7th century BC and it became a very dominant language. So this we believe Greece was developed from it, and already get translated. It says more about the temple that have been before, that it was dedicated for Al-Mokka, to say it was a moon temple where moon god was worshipped inside. And also it says that Yeha was also a political center for a kingdom known as Dana. And this is the incense burner material, on which the people were burning incense in the temple. And it is symbolically represented by half moon and full sun symbol here. And this is the footbath material. For the king being on a throne, he was washing his feet. So this bath material, footbath.
So you say that the king rests his foot there? What did you say?
Being on his throne, he was washed his feet by his slaves or servants.
Okay.
So he should have to put his legs in the top, and then they draw water, so the dirty water can go down.
And here are the ibex animals formation formed on bronze, like the one you have seen on a stone. And this is a stamp by which the people they can put their sign of signature. It's written in Serbian language, and they can exercise their power.
And this is before Christ?
Yeah. These all are in Byzantine findings.
Yes.
Well, when I take it the church documents from the Christianity period, when the monastery was established, since then different emperors, kings, either local governors had offered or given different materials for the church. Such as, donated, yeah. They donated. And you can see wooden crosses, silver drum, a candlestick. These all four were given or donated by King Abraham, the son of Kali. And here you can see baskets and crowns given by a man known as Rasuli Mangasha. Here is photograph. This one was the governor of Tigray during the time of Emperor Haile Selassie. He was original governor, so he tried to donate the crowns, either the baskets for the church.
Who's this?
Ras Suyum. Ras means chief, the title or the chief. Suyum, whose grandfather is your Emperor Johannes IV.
So his head office was in Axum.
What's that?
He was the governor of Axum during the time of Haile Selassie.
Black.
The governor of Axum during the times of Haile Selassie.
And here you can see a cross given by Emperor Haile Selassie and King Zoritu. Also this was donated by Emperor Haile Selassie and King Zoritu for the church. So different people had played a very big role on offering material. And the priest may going to show you a book which is believed to be from 12th century AD, manuscript. It's a mass book or prayer book. You can see smaller signs over the letters, which are music notations.
So this is, the composer before Mozart was written by Saint Yared. Was written. So Saint Yared is one of Axumite guy. He was around 5th century. So
no flash on the book. No flash on the book. Not on the book.
Try not to use flash. Because it's not good for the can damage it. This is handwrite, so this is not printed. So to write those inks, they use the traditional inks, collecting from different ovens, and then especially the black, and then they mix it with glue, traditional glues. So there is no any commercial. And then this is a parchment. It's a pure leather skin. So to prepare this one Bible like this, they should have to kill more than 200 goats to get this parchment. So they should have to wait all the Solomons or collecting from the holidays with these clouds in the house they bought or collecting from all the houses. And then they should have to wait for a long time to prepare this. And this composer is written by the Saint Yared, who was the first Ethiopian who writes the composer and changes the song. So all the Ethiopian songs are based from here.
Okay.
So That's white people, they say the composer is written by Mozart. Mozart was around 15th or 16th century.
And he wasn't
This
down
was
here.
around 5th century.
Right, exactly.
This is the original?
Yeah, this is original.
800.
This is 800 years old, but this was copy. Even at
No
800.
flash,
But even in 800, this is old one. Old one. So which means we have around 1300 years ago.
And it's still, you know, every time I listen, you know, it's just more proof
Yeah.
that the Europeans say that belief and culture came across the Mediterranean into Africa.
No.
But every time, you know, it's like as you speak, you know, we correct, we keep
You know
correcting.
what is the problem is we didn't have any written documents. All the written documents are written by them. See, for example, when they write about the history of Aksum or
Yes.
history of Ethiopia, they write it the way what they like.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
even we have one of the oldest book since 12th or 14th century, and that is say Kibra Negest or Glory of the Kings, and it's tell about the glory of the kings and how many kings was crowned around Aksum. But they don't talk how kind of civilization they was have, what kind of rules they was using. It's not written deeply. Even we have different books that are written by different times, by the English people, by the German people. Even some of them are in America, kept in the museum in America, because the German people was loaded from here, and then in the Second World War, the Americans take it from Germany, and then still there is in some museum. Even there is some tablet or replica
Yes,
of the art
yes.
is in English museum. So that's the problem. So, and this one is with the painting.
When Saint Mary fly to Egypt, the trade of Saint Mary to Egypt.
So this is Joseph, and this is Saint Michael, and this is Solomon, and this is Saint Mary, Jesus Christ. So this is flying to Egypt. So this is the title of the book is it's called Miracle of Saint Mary. Yeah, the miracle is what she does. So it has around 365 chapters. So one chapter every day. And they have 3 different notas. So Izil, Arara, and Giz. So one of them are singing every holidays, and one of them are singing one day in a year, which is in Good Friday, and the rest is singing in the working days with the ritual mass.
It looks like parchment, right? This parchment.
Yes. What's skin?
And what do you use to make parchment?
Goat skin.
What's skin pattern?
Parchment means it's made of skin, goat skin.
What's skin?
Goat skin.
What's skin?
For one book?
Evangelist.
Can be maybe
These are
10
evangelists.
goat. If it's
But you know, they don't show what it means.
Say 800.
Right, it's not killing for the sake of
How old is this book? She's asking.
This is 300.
300 years old.
Counting from 17.
Okay.
So this is copy.
It's a copy, yeah.
So-
Okay.
But nowadays, because there's some people they don't want to spend more time like this, so they make copy of printing. That's still we like
Those guys
this
look
one
like
is useful.
Very nice. Very nice.
This is when Jesus Christ was born in Bethlehem. These are the 3 wise men, the magic people, Balthazar, Melchior, and Gaspar. Balthazar is from Ethiopia. This is the one who was the king of Aksum when Jesus Christ was born in the world, whose name is Basil. So he went to Bethlehem to examine whether or not Jesus Christ was born. After he found things are true, he gave gifts. That is frankincense. The Gaspar one is from Europe, and he gave gold. The milker one from Middle East, and he gave the myrrh. Three of them were composed from 3 different continents, from Africa, from Europe, and the Middle East.
So Balthazar was a black man, so he's from Ethiopia. He was ruling Aksum. He was the king of Aksum. He was ruling 8 years before Christ and 9 years after Christ. Totally 17 years he was ruling around Aksum. So he walks around this one way from here to Bethlehem or Jerusalem.
People having palms to celebrate Palm Sunday.
The days that we celebrated last Sunday.
Yeah.
Especially in Aksum, it was very famous.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the end of this.
Thank you.
If you have any question, you can ask me.
Any question?
That's the 21st century.
Saint George.
Yeah.
George is a European name.
Yeah. Georges, we call it.
Say?
Georges. Kudus Georges.
Kudus.
So when we say saint, we call them Kudus. For example, his name is Kudus. It's like saint.
Yes. Yes. So the reason why we say George is not because it's because it's just a translation.
Yeah, because this is translation.
What is his name?
No.
George is what?
It's Georges.
The churches is named after him. The Rockingham churches, right?
Yeah.
It's Gios. Or the Gior.
Yeah.
Gios.
Georges.
The church with the cross. Isn't that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The church with the cross. That's the name of it.
Beta Georges.
Right?
Yes.
Beta Georges.
Yeah, this one. This is the church.
But you know,
The house of George.
one of the criticisms is that we hear a lot in English, and so we walk away thinking that we're talking about European just because of just the words we use. So maybe sometimes we need to say it
The way it is.
so that we can leave with it.
Like
Also.
Yostos Christos.
Yes.
We say Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah. Saint Gabriel.
Saint Gabriel.
We say Gabriel. Michael.
Towards the bus.
Like Saint Michael. Michael. Saint John. Saint Johannes. Johannes. That's how we do. Mark is, we call them Marcos. Luke is Lucas.
What about Mary?
Mariam.
Maria.